it's going to be exactly what you
what you wanted.
what it should be. What
Yeah.
you wanted is good, right? But I mean, what you should be is better,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because then it's like people are going to see everything. People are going to see your real flaws, not fake flaws. You know, like when you're not yourself, people are going to see flaws that are not real
Mm.
because you're faking shit.
Mm.
So it's like I had to learn that the hard way with the hip hop. Like when I transfer when I went from hip hop to pop and like electronic pop, that's when I found myself. And I used to go to all those concerts. I used to go to Ultra like I used to go to Ultra a lot. I went 2011, 12, and 13. So like I only went to like three hip hop concerts in my life. The rest were all electronic music. So once I started that genre, I was like, oh, this feels like home, you know. And then plugging in the words was my favorite part because if you think about it, hip hop, you're speaking a lot more depending on your style. You know, you're
Mm-hmm.
saying more words per verse. In the pop that I'm doing now, uh, I'm saying minimal amount of words, like very little. I'm not used to it, and now I am, but I wasn't when I first started, and it was a little bit weird, but I prefer saying a little less and mean more with it than say a bunch of words that is irrelevant to anyone's day. You know, it won't relate. You know, so I want to be more relatable and speak to a larger crowd.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just a little segue here, like to the viewers, like especially the video viewers who are on YouTube. I'm sitting in an RV, by the way, and it's Telenai's RV. Um, how do you how do you like living in an RV?
I love it. It's your own space. It reminds me of uh, of actors on set. It reminds me of that. Once I stepped in here, I was like, "This is it. This is exactly it. I'm gonna be doing that for the rest of my life anyway." So it was a good. It was good for the mental, if that makes sense. Like it was good for my mind to see. It was good to be in it to kind of manifest more of it and pretty much get ready for it. So I love it because if anything happens, I just turn the key and I go.
Just go wherever you
Yeah,
want.
wherever I want. Like, and it's all I gotta do is pull up somewhere, probably pay for the utilities and the spot,
Yeah.
and then if I get tired of that place, I move on. And that day after, I realized I have some homework to do,
Yeah.
and then I was like, well, thank you for not making anything happen. You know what I'm saying? Just when you think you're ready, it's like, no, you're not.
You're not.
You're not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So I got to the point where I'm like, I'm living in the moment. I'm ready whenever you are. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not rushing. So everyone has their time. Everyone gets their right when they're supposed to. So I'm just enjoying every moment because this might not last long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like me and you here in the RV with our bank accounts. Like this might not last long. In like a year from now, we might be really someplace else or like flying places to do a podcast like this, and we're gonna
Oh
be
hell
like,
yeah.
and we're you know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to enjoy this because this is not happening in much longer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to get there and then be like, "Fuck, dude, I was never really present in those moments."
Mm.
That's why I'm like, "Nah, I'm present here. I'm here now."
Yeah,
Because
dude.
I know where I'm gonna get. Yeah, it's something that in the beginning, dude, it's almost like blind faith. It's like you almost borderline feel crazy at some point because it's like no one sees what you see, and you're doing everything that you're trying to do to make it happen, and you think it's going to happen soon, and then a year goes by, 2 year goes by, 4 years go by, and you're like, oh my god, it's not as soon as I thought. Like was I was I wrong? Was I crazy? Like what did I just see some shit and it wasn't what it was? And then once you have to keep going. Once you pass that part, once you pass that stage of self doubt and like almost dude, almost thinking you're crazy for real. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Because like I was talking about like big names and shit, hanging out with certain people in the industry and certain people that are already up there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And my having my friends hear me say shit like that, it's like the fuck are you on? Like I saw something, so I know it's only a matter of time. And then so in the beginning it's blind faith, but then as after you get past that, you know what you saw. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's not. It didn't play tricks on you. Your mind didn't play a trick on you. It saw. It saw. You saw what you saw.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And then once you realize that, it's like, dude, put your foot on the gas and don't stop.
It's amazing.